Hey everyone, welcome back to the garage. Today's episode is going to be a little bit different. You and I are going to go through this bucket of rusty tools that I picked up at a flea market garage sale event this past weekend. So pull up a chair, let's get started. Alright, I don't know about you, but I like to start off with the big ones first. So let's pull this level out of here that I know everybody's seen. Old wooden carpenter's level. What I liked about it is I could see the tips are brass. And both of them are intact. Brass plate on top. And the best part is all two vials are still intact. The level and the plumb vials. Didn't see a maker's mark on it, but past experience, this is going to clean up real nice. I'm looking forward to seeing how this is going to look. All right, next out of the bucket, one of these guys, pistol grip keyhole saw. This one was made by Alway Manufacturing Company out of New York City. Rather space age looking, something out of the Jetsons or Lost in Space maybe. These pistol grip keyhole saws, very useful. One thing I did notice out of the bucket, let's see, it does come with a second blade, so two blades. This is going to clean up nice. Not a big fan of the chrome look on it, but we'll see how it polishes up. The second one, there's actually another keyhole saw in the bucket. This one I'm excited about. This one you could barely make out the manufacturer on it, Miller's Falls. It's a fantastic score here, and this one even has a replacement blade that goes along with it too. So two keyhole saws, two replacement blades. This is the original blade out of the Miller's Falls. Not sure whether I'm going to strip it down and repaint it or just keep it like this, because it does have at least 80% of the original paint left on it. And this guy, what's cool about this Miller's Falls saw, it is adjustable. The blade does rotate, comes out, and it will lock in sideways. So now you've got a vertical cut and a horizontal cut for your keyhole saw. Pretty cool. And next up out of the bucket, let's see here. Sticking with the saw theme, found this little guy. I don't know if anybody's seen one of these before. It's an little X-Acto saw. And I think somewhere in the bucket should be a second blade for this guy also. I have an X-Acto set of knives and did not know that there was a saw that went along with it. Let's see here. The blade does come out, and there are different size saw blades to put in here. So I'm going to add this and expand my X-Acto set. Let's see here. Right off the top, let's pull these guys out. These odd pair of pliers. These are number 17 Nico press tool. On the other side, if you can see that, get you in close. The name stamp on it is the National Telephone Supply Company out of Cleveland, Ohio. So crimpers from the telephone company. All right, for these next couple, let me come around the other side. I'm going to get you a close-up picture of these ones. These guys, here we go. Anybody knows that I collect saw sets. This, one of the scores out of the bucket, is an antique Morrill saw set. There's two patent dates on it, if you can see. There they are. A couple patent dates on there from the late 1800s. Looks like 1887 and 1890. What this lets you do is you put your saw in here, the teeth face up, and you squeeze the handle, and it will reset the cant of the saw teeth for your saw. Awesome score. These are going to clean up super nice. And next up out of the box, here we go. Check this out. We have an Elmite Division made in Chicago grease pump. Yep. And let's see if you can see on here, it says Elmite Division of the Stewart Warner Corporation. Pretty cool. Coming up out of the box, here we go. Chisel. This one is a Fulton chisel. The handle has definitely seen better days. I'm curious as to what's under this tape. Hopefully the handle's still intact, doesn't have a big crack on it. But this one is made in Canada. So I got a chisel from up north. And this one is, I can't tell, doesn't look like it's been filed down to make it a double bevel. So more like probably a masonry chisel, possibly. See how that cleans up. And speaking of masonry, there are a couple of these guys. Before the days of the hammer drills, we had these guys. These are masonry bits, and smack the top with a hammer, drill your hole. These are from, one says wear goggles, Shore Set Corporation. Well, there we go. All right, coming back around this side. There we go. Love the old wooden claw hammers. This one does not have a maker's mark on it, but there are no cracks in the handle. The top is solid, hasn't had 5, 6, or 7 screws drilled down there to hold it on. So this guy is going to clean up and make a nice user. In fact, I just did a hammer not too long ago, and I'm excited to see how this one's going to turn out. I might put some leather on the handle myself. Let's see. Another guy here. Here we go. Little hatchet. Little half hatchet. In good shape. Let's see here. No manufacturer's mark on this guy either. Handle's still solid, but it is loose. What we'll be able to do is probably cut this down, drive another wedge in there, clean up the face, probably do some cold bluing on it. Handle was painted red at one time, and what's left of the manufacturer's stickers on there. But we're going to clean this up, make it beautiful looking wood, maybe wrap some leather on it, maybe put a collar guard on it, maybe even make a sheath for it. We'll see. So a lot of possibilities for this hatchet. What else? Another pair of crimpers. Goes along with the last set from the telephone company. Little guys, a little bit sticky. See how they clean up. And here's one I haven't seen before. I've got a few pair of clamps, but this is the first set of metal clamps that I've come across. 100% metal, adjustable. Has some pretty good surface rust on there. The handles are knurled, and no maker's mark visible. So we'll see how far these go back. I'm curious as to the story on these guys, but can always use good clamps. Never have too many clamps. What else? Speaking of clamps, here we go. Here's another one. Another little generic C-clamp, number 142 2-inch. B&C Company, Bridgeport, Connecticut. Bridgeport apparently is abbreviated BPT, BridgeportConnecticut.com. So this one's in good shape. That's a little bit dirty, so we'll add this one to our collection and keep going. Right off the top here, ice pick, maybe? Black plastic handled ice pick. And this guy. Just your random hunk of metal, I guess. No marks on it. It's not heavy enough to be like an old window sash weight. Yeah, we'll see. One of the unknowns. Here we go. A couple of these guys. You can never have too many rasps, I guess, if you're into woodworking. A little bit rusty here, but this is just a plastic handle shore form shaver. So you need to do any wood shaving. And here's another Craftsman. What's the name on that? Yeah, Craftsman E505772, possibly. Another rasp. That'll clean up. It's got some old paint on it. You can either take these down, strip them down completely, repaint them, or just clean them up, take off the big gobs of paint, and let it keep its history. Here we go. Everybody needs a carpet knife. This one has seen a lot better days. I think this one spent most of its time in the bottom of the bucket with all the rust on it. I have a carpet knife, but we'll see how this one fares. Let's see here. Right here we go. Another little guy. Here's another pistol grip saw. This one is Great Neck Saw Manufacturing out of, what is that? New York, made in USA. There we go. Rusty blade, broken tip. But these little pistol grip saws, great to throw in the toolbox. Easily get to. And it's also bent. And I don't have a replacement blade for this one. Can't tell how there's no set screw. Yes, there's one set screw on the bottom, so the blade would just slide all the way over and under the frame. So I can probably trim that up, still be usable, but not in this shape.